Good evening, this is Brant from TradeGuild.blogspot.com, and we're going to take a look at a couple charts tonight, so let's just jump right into it. First up, I have VMI, which is Valmont Industries, Farm and Construction Machinery. This is one that we had a video of July 26th along, and it's acting pretty well today. So let's take a look. It's up 1.46%. And it is just coming up to resistance right in this level around 50.90 or so, 50.95. It's testing resistance there. As you can see, I'm going to point out right here, this is the level that we need to breach, and volume is picking up a little bit the last couple days. So we're looking for a breakthrough of that level, hopefully, and we'll see how that goes. One other thing I want to show you real quick, you can see money stream. I'm going to go back one day. It is reaching up. It is continuing to see buying pressure. So actually also TSV today crossed above that zero line. It doesn't really mean a whole lot at this point because it's still kind of in a lateral consolidation, but I think good things are going to happen with VMI, so we're going to keep an eye on that. That's still on the long list. Let's take a look at something else here, and the next one is going to be IFO, which was on the blog, featured July 12th and 19th, and today you can see we got a nice move up 15.3%. So let's take a look here. It had really good support over here at the 200-day moving average, and it built a little base that it could rally off of. Today it broke through that 50-day moving average. I generally don't like buying stocks under the 50-day moving average, but this acted so well at that 200-day moving average, and volume pulled back. It made a pretty good sense, I think, to pick it up at that point. The volume again today in this guy is increasing a little bit, and we're going to see what happens here. It's sitting right at resistance, right in this level, about $99, and I think we'll need to see a push in volume for it to penetrate that. But once it does, we could see this go up to fill that gap up around 12 pretty easy. Maybe could build from there. So 15% today is a nice move, and we're looking for more to come there. Next up, let's see what I have for you. RGR, which was on the blog July 12th, 13th, 14th, and 18th. This got a lot of attention. Basically, the play here was to buy it down in this area, and the stop was down here, and it worked out pretty good. So it is up 8% today, which is nice, and it's above the 50-day moving average, which is nice. The next resistance, I think, is well, actually, it broke through some resistance here today around the 650 level. So that worked out very well. Volume was up a little bit today. And the next resistance is about 680, which is going to be, let me zoom out a little bit and get rid of this pen. And here we go. I'll show you that level. Right in here. These days back in here. That's our next resistance level. And I think it will penetrate that level. You can see again in this stock as well as the last. The money stream is just climbing right up here. BOP is nice and productive. TSV is above that zero line. So again, I'm looking for good things to happen there. Real quick, we're going to run down a couple of the shorts that are on the list tonight. TNB is the first up. Thomas and Betts Corporation. Basically what I like about this is it's bumping up into the 200-day moving average right there on declining volume. So to me it makes a lot of sense at this level, and we'll see what happens with that one. I think I would put a stop somewhere around $48 up in here, but I like that trade. Next up is CACS, which is Carrier Access Corporation. You can probably see what I like about this one, coming up to the 50-day moving average. I'd like to see it a little bit higher to short it, and maybe a doji. If it splits out a doji tomorrow up around 785, I think that would be a nice level. Target's probably somewhere around here at the 200-day moving average. If we take a look real quick at this trend channel, you can see what happened here. It kind of fell out of this lateral trend. It's kind of returning to kiss that channel goodbye. You can see TSV is down here under that 0 line. So if we get some weakness tomorrow in the form of a doji or something like that, I think it makes sense to take a look at that stock. You can see money stream down here is just not responding well. TSV is way below that that 0 line. We have BOP selling over here. All in all, I think it's headed down to this 200-day moving average. Let's take a look at another while we have time. LAB, which is Labranche and Company. I think I said that right. This hasn't quite made it up to the 50-day moving average where I like to see it, but it is starting to spit out these spinning tops and doji-like or star-like formations, and ultimately, really, the volume is kind of just diminishing in this level as this rallies. So it's telling me that it's kind of losing its strength. I would ultimately like to see it up here around that 50-day moving average for a better risk profile, but I don't think it's going to make it that far. So I'd keep an eye on it. If there's some more weakness tomorrow, maybe a bearish engulfing candle or something like that, you might want to take a look at that one. Here's that trend channel. You can see it's still well within this downtrend. And what else? I want to show you a 2-day stop channel on this. Let me just switch this over to 2-day. You can see really it hasn't penetrated this level at all. You know, this top line. This is my stop channel. So obviously a stop would be above that line around 1050, something like that. So there's significant risk there in that position, but I think if you size your position accordingly, you don't take on too big of a position, you can do that one. The last one that I want to show you tonight is actually, you know what? Let me show you a target on this one real quick while we have it up. I have a target. Let's see, what do I have written down here? The next stop is 820. Let me zoom out so we can see that next stop. A little bit more. Right in this area. See this peak right there? I think that's going to be the next support level. 820, it's already hit that once. And ultimately, I think we're going to head back down to this level around 665 to 685, somewhere in there. I think that's a pretty good target, and that's a pretty good profit, so take a look at that one. And last, I'm going to pull up for you TTMI, which is a short that I've been in for some time, and this just hasn't really improved much in the technicals. It's had some price appreciation here, a little dead cat bounce more or less, but I think that it is going to start showing more weakness, maybe some dojis, something like that. And upon something like that, that is where we want to enter. We don't want to enter while it's still rising. We don't know how much it's going to bounce, but I don't think it's got too much more left in it. I got rid of half of my position in that the first day when it broke down back over here, and I kept half, and I'm going to re-enter the other half when we start to see that that turn back down. As you can see here, money stream has just plunged. TSV has plunged. You have the bright red selling in BOP. Ultimately, you know, there's no technical strengthening here behind this move. This is just a dead cat bounce, in my opinion. And here's my stop channel. As you can see, it's still way up there around 1250, although the price is at 1104. So it's keeping us in this trade. I think this is going to be a longer term trade, and I think it gets down to maybe the $7.50, $8 level. So that is all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to visit Trade Guild with a hyphen between trade and guild.blogspot.com for more ideas and for the take on the market outlook for tomorrow. Thanks very much.